One of the terms you'll see in the Bible study is the term global north and global south. What does that mean exactly? Well, the terms global north and global south were developed by people who live in the Caribbean and Latin America, South America, Africa, and parts of Asia. And it was their term for themselves. These are countries that used to be called, during the time of the Cold War, the Third World. The northern countries use this term, the Third World, to distinguish these developing nations from the First World and the Second World. By noting that most of the global south, which is what these nations prefer to be called, are south of 30 degrees north latitude, they are able to say all of us in this area of the world share a common problem, share common issues having to do with economy, having to do with how we're treated economically, how we're treated politically, how we're treated and used by the countries of the North. And in many ways, they're treated as commodities to be used, to be sold, to be expended. Let me give you an example. I was born in Barbados. Barbados has an underwater aquifer. That is, the water from the sea is naturally filtered by the land of the island, and this water becomes this freshwater resource for Barbadians. But because Barbados relies on northern tourism, and northern tourism demands golf, Barbadians are now having to think seriously about having a desalination plant. They're now seriously having to think about how other sources of water will come to Barbados because their own resources are being drained. In the same way, other countries that grow sugarcane are having to import sugar. We are noticing in Congo, for instance, Congo has what are called the blood minerals, tin and tantalum and gold. These are things that are used in cell phones and computers and laptops, and they are being taken out of Congo by warring militias. We are not stepping in to make sure those items are being taken out fairly, that people are being paid fairly, and all that's happening is misery is taking place. So the Global South, Global North thing is a way for people in the Global South to say, look, we have common problems, we have a common cause, we want to be a voice together to say we want a whole just society, not just for the North, but for the whole world, because we are all sisters and brothers together. We are all created in God's image. We are all children of God. And if we are all children of God, then if Jesus came to give life and to give life abundantly for all, that must include us as well.